What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? I am going to do a game of the day, and I am actually going to be doing 3 Koam Z Back cabinet. It was a type of cabinet that different games came in, but one of the most popular games to come in this cabinet was actually Street Fighter 2. I have a championship edition running right now, and let me go ahead and show you. So that's the marquee, and there's the control panel for Street Fighter, and then here is the actual game. Now, the one thing about this one, this Street Fighter, is it is actually a little bit unique. So I actually have a real Street Fighter 2 board, but what's running in this one is not a real Street Fighter 2 board. And this one plays just like Street Fighter, so I mean, if you were to go ahead and coin it up, all that good stuff, you know, it plays just like Street Fighter. But we're not going to cover that because I'm probably going to do Street Fighter 2 in another video. But if you hold down Start, there's these little boxes that are kind of like, some people like them, some people don't. I like them because it kind of allows you to play different games. And this one actually has quite a few games. So you can kind of see I'm just kind of like going through them real quick. And it would take forever to actually go through all the games because it has 645 games. But we can kind of look at some of them. So there's King of Fighters. If you're a big King of Fighters fan, has like a bunch of Neo Geo stuff. Metal Slug, so it has like a lot of the Neo Geo stuff like at the beginning. Shock Troopers, bunch of Neo Geo stuff. So Double Dragon Plus, I don't know if you've ever seen this, but it's actually a fighting game. It's not really, it's not a, you know, what do you call it, like a beat 'em up or whatever, like where you actually go through levels and whatnot. So that's kind of interesting. Some more King of Fighters, Marvel vs. Capcom. My favorite, X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I actually have the board for that, the CPS2 board. I actually have Marvel vs. Capcom also. I got the dedicated boards for these as well. Street Fighter Alpha is really cool. I mean, look at that. Look at those cutscenes. That's pretty cool. One that I kind of liked, but doesn't get a lot of play, is this Pocket Fighter. So it's like Street Fighter characters, but they're actually really small. You have Vampire Hunter. It's kind of cool. Slam Masters, Superstars, Jackie Chan. You get like some really weird stuff. Cadillac and Dinosaurs, kind of a neat like beat 'em up or whatever. Some of these games run better than others. Like that, I think runs fine, but I don't know if this one has Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat kind of runs kind of weird. But Final Fight, it's a pretty cool game. Let's see what else. Simpsons. I actually haven't played The Simpsons on here. I don't know how it plays, and I really want to try Willow. I heard Willow's really good. Let's see what else we got. Ghouls and Ghosts. It's a very, very cool game, especially like for Halloween, right? It's kind of neat to play. Aliens vs. Predator. This is a board that I actually do want, but I don't have it. And let's see, Mega Man 2. Sorry if my throat is kind of like scratchy or whatever, but yeah, I don't know what blew in, but it's like I had a real bad headache earlier today. Caveman Ninja. Sunset Riders, which is actually sitting right to the left of me right now. This is the one that we played, what do you call it, earlier in a video. That was a Simpsons cabinet. Well, to the left of me, I actually have a new cab that we picked up, and it's a Ninja Turtles cabinet, and it had Sunset Riders, so it has the artwork for Sunset Riders. It's kind of interesting, right? We have Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, which is actually a pretty expensive game now. Is Magic Crystals? This game is super cool. Magical Crystals. And I actually sat and I played through this. And this is one of those games that it gets to a certain point and then the game just stops. But I thought this was kind of cool. You're like a little magician and you're doing stuff. Really, really cool. Let's see. X-Men. So beat 'em up, right? Now this is one of those ones that you would probably have to have you know, all the different people with you. Wild West Cowboys is Cowboys and Moomessa, which is another game that I would like. Let's see what else we got. I'm trying to see if there's anything. Metal Slug Pluses, those are kind of like bootleg ones, from what I understand. More Neo Geo. Spin Master is kind of cool. It's Neo Geo stuff. And I actually have a Neo Geo, so, you know, it's like, whatever. Ninja Turtles and Ninja Turtles Turtles in Time. Even though it says TM Hero Turtles 2. And that's actually, I want to say that's the European version, because in Europe, they're not really into, they're not into violence. They'll have sex all day, but violence is something that they don't like. So they had to get rid of Ninja, and they had to change it to Hero, which is kind of funny. So if you ever look like at ROMs and stuff like that, it's Hero Turtles. Just looking, what else? There's all the Street Fighters. There's a ton of Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter 2, and there's all these different like Rainbow Edition and stuff like that, and that kind of has different like little ROM hacks and whatnot, and they have different versions. So there was a ton of Street Fighter 2 on here. King of Monsters, Samurai Showdown, if you remember that game, it's a Neo Geo game. They kind of like, the cool thing about that game is it like kind of like zooms into the, when they're fighting, it was kind of neat. I don't know if it does it there. I don't really see it doing it. But the fact that it zoomed in was like mind-blowing to me. Like, it would zoom into the action, and I was just like, oh my gosh, the graphics are so... It was kind of zooming out there. You can kind of see it in that demo. But it's super cool. You can kind of see it zoom. Let's see. There, you see, you could kind of see it zooming out. Really cool, though. So it has Samurai Showdown 3, Samurai Showdown 4, and Samurai Showdown probably has a little bit of a resurgence because they just came out with a new Samurai Showdown game. So... I don't know. I was kind of looking at some of these. Art of Fighting. I want to say I had that on something. I can't remember what I had it on. But Power Instinct. Was that game on the Nintendo? Nope, it's not. It's different. I think there was a Power Instinct, but it's not that one. Let's see. What else? Dragon Ball Z. So if you're into Dragon Ball Z, that's on here. R-Type. R-Type's pretty cool. Nintendo game, shmup, horizontal side scroller, pretty expensive. UN Squadron, another one. So these are a lot. These look like they're kind of like all the shmups, right? In the Hunt. That's kind of cool. It's like Submarine, huh? That looks like a Neo Geo game. I wonder if that is a Neo Geo game. You can kind of tell like the way they look. They have like certain art styles. It's kind of neat. Boogie Wing. Oh, I think I looked this game up one time. It was kind of cool. You have like this, I don't know, like this wrecking ball, and you have to like kind of use it. Aerial Fighters 2, cool game. My first arcade game was actually Aerial Fighters, so that's kind of cool to have. I have this one. Remember the Strikers game? Except we have part 2, I think. Blazing Star. That's a shmup, right? Yep. I'm trying to remember. This game is super cool. Captain Tomade, or whatever. However you say it, this game is cool. It's a shmup, but you're a freaking tomato, and it's awesome. And you like you're shooting like watermelons and pumpkins and all kinds of stuff. It's super cool. I may have to do this as part of like a Halloween edition, but super cool game. Prehistoric Isle. I went through this game and I beat it. I don't know if I beat part 1 or part 2. I think I may have beat part 2. I didn't know part 1 was on here. But it's like you're fighting dinosaurs. Raiden, I have a Raiden Fighters board. I don't know if I have that. So here's the Strikers 1942. That's the one that we haven't, we have the real board of that one. Let's see, Don Pecci. I think that's what you said, Don Pecci. But that one's a super expensive board. It's a shmup, but people want ridiculous amount of money. That's like one of those boards that I just don't, you know, I don't understand. I don't understand how come those boards are so expensive. I mean, I like shmups, but I think I like the 1941 and what is it, 1942 and stuff like that. Kind of old school. All that stuff is just, oh, wait, there's Aerial Fighters. So this is the one I actually had. So kind of simple shmup or whatever. But yeah, let's go ahead and like just play one. So you just hit the button and it loads up. And then you can just hit credits. So now the interesting thing about, did we already, okay. So you can choose like what plane. So now this board's kind of cool in the sense that, excuse me, that this is actually a vertical monitor game. So you can see what it did. It actually just oriented the gameplay to make it like it's a vertical monitor, even though it's not. And you can kind of, you know, it's a 25-inch monitor in here, so you know it still looks sizable, which is nice. Always try to hit everything. Ooh, power up. There we go. There we go. Now we're really playing with power here. And it is like a, you get hit once and you're dead type situation, which is so hard. Especially when it becomes kind of like bullet hell later. Oh, man, almost got hit. I'm trying to, oh yeah, that's right, you do have a bomb, right? That's right, so it does like a loop. I think each plane has like a different like superpower. Oh, there we go. So now we're back to crappy weapons again. Oh, I want that power up. There we go. So we actually made it through the first level on 1 credit. Or I think we put 2 credits in. But anyways, that's aerial fighters. So if I hold down the start, so if I press the start button, it'll add more credits. But if I hold the start button down, and you just got to hold it down for like 3 seconds. It actually goes back to the menu, and then you can go and check and play other games. So I like this board. I mean, these boards are not for if you have these games in a money-making type situation, and if you have them like in an establishment where you're actually paying taxes and making money on them and stuff like that. Because these boards are illegal. They're bootleg boards, right? So I'm just, you know, at home. You know, I'm not making any money off of them. So they're you know, it is what it is. This is a cool game, Windjammers, and if you like this game, they actually have it on the Switch. And it was an old Neo Geo game. Let's see what else. Neo Drift Out is some more Neo Geo stuff. Let's see, Final Tetris. I don't know what that is. It doesn't look, although Tetris to me is kind of like, eh. There's Tetris. There's Blocked. So these must be all the puzzle games. Balloon Brothers. That one sounds familiar. Oh, no. I thought Magical Drop. It's a lot of the like little puzzle games. Yeah, it's like more puzzle stuff. Puzzle Man, Puzzle Fighter. Puzzle Fighter's kind of interesting. So you had like that Pocket Fighter where it's the little characters. Street Fighter characters. So now this one is like, it's taking those little characters, but they're actually you know, battling each other but playing Tetris, so it's kind of interesting. Let's see what else we got. Tetris Master 2, Arkanoid. Arkanoid you can't really play on here because you need a spinner. There's Tetris, the Absolute something, something, something. I don't really know anything about Tetris, so I don't really know what Tetrises are the best. Snow Brothers, Joe and Mac Returns. Circus Charlie is cool. That's a fun game. Let's go ahead and play that. I know it's like very simple, but I just figure you know Ninja Turtles, you know all that stuff, but you may not know Circus Charlie. So again, this is another vertical screen game. And basically you're like in the circus and you have to jump through these fire hoops. And you have to kind of time things. So depending on, so you have to jump over this like vase thing. See, I didn't time that right. I should have waited. So I gotta really time this one. There we go. And we're not doing so good. I used to love this game. Oh man, we're gonna definitely have to try this one again. But yeah, I really like this game. Like I would totally buy a dedicated version of this game. This game is like so much fun. Can't believe how bad I did. So this one's like you're on a tightrope and you have to jump over, I don't know if these are like monkeys or what they are. And then there's like these kind of purplish looking ones that are like faster, and they jump over the other ones, so you have to kind of... Ooh, he got me. I didn't see him till it was too late. So let's actually do that one more time. Let's do this one. So this one's a trampoline one, and you just kind of press the stick, but then these guys are throwing fireballs and knives, I think it is. So you have to wait one, and then you can go. Ah, shoot. So I just saw that. There we go. Oh, he got me. I think that was the goal too. So if he jumps 3 times, okay, see, I should have just gone. Anyways, that's Circus Charlie, bad, but they have other ones that it's like really cool. Let's see, what else? Galaga, so you get all your kind of Galaxian. The End, that one's kind of cool. That one's on that bit kit. Donkey Kong, Miss Pac-Man. We're getting to the ones that are kind of like in a 60-in-1, kind of like that Miss Pac-Cab that we looked at earlier. Dig Dug 2, are there any fans of Dig Dug 2? I thought Dig Dug 2. Kicks is really bizarre, but really cool. Ladybug, Mappy. Getting towards the end here. Phoenix. Let's see. The End is really interesting on here because when you're playing on the 60-in-1, it doesn't do something. I forget what it does, but you're supposed to like get some of your like letters back, and it doesn't do that. This is another vertical game, and we'll do one more game after this, so we can do the what do you call it? A horizontal game where it actually fills the screen. But this is actually a really cool game. It's like these wolves are taking these pigs, and you have like arrows or whatever, and you have to like shoot them. I haven't played this game in a while, but this game's like really like bizarre. Like they were like just smoking it up when this game came out. You gotta pop the balloon. It's like really trippy. I know, it seems so weird. Ah. Oh man, I can't believe I missed that one. He got one of my pigs. Number of pigs taken, 5, so they go and they take your pigs. I don't know, it's a weird game. It's made by Konami. It came out in like 1982. It's a freaking cool game though. It's like really weird. Let's see what else. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. That's about it. We're back to the beginning again. But you know what? Let's play my favorite. Let's play X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I like this game. Actually, this game's actually kind of turned down, so it's kind of like soft. The audio. That's okay. It's like, I wish it was a little bit louder. So if you don't know, if you come up here and you press up, Kuma's a hidden character. That's kind of interesting. Oh, whoops. Alright, so let's play around here.
Ready. Fight.
So they had this game like when I was in college, and I used to love playing this game. And I was not good at it. Still not good at it, but still, it's like... I still like it though. There's people that just wail on this game. And if you hit like both the punch and the kick button, it'll actually change characters, and then if you do like a certain move but you press like all the punch buttons or the kick buttons, or it does like a move for each character, which is kind of cool. There you go. And I went to a different level. I like it just like the, what do you call it, I guess the art style is like really cool. Kind of looks like, I guess like Alpha just a little bit, but I don't know, it's pretty cool. I like it. I like the way it looks. But anyways, that's about it. It's just kind of a rinse and repeat. It's like a mosquito. It's like kind of rinse and repeat, and this just kind of keeps going on and on. Really, really cool stuff. There's one with a, what is it, an airplane hanger. That's actually pretty cool. This one I think like changes to fire and it's like exploding. Yeah, this guy is just like not. Zangief. This guy like sometimes is like super easy and then like this, like super hard. Oh, he's gonna get me. Oh, he got me. So look, you can see like anytime like a guy dies, like the level changes. So it's kind of cool. You need to get rid of this guy. Ooh, oh, we're playing Juggernaut. Oh man, I wasn't holding block. Oh, holding block that time. There we go, got him. We're gonna lose this one, guys. Oh, you got me. Well, anyways, that's the Z Back, and all these other cabs have been kind of like dedicated cabs for the most part, where they were very game specific, and the cab was made and the artwork was made for that particular cab. This is one of those ones that it was just kind of like a generic cab, so you could put anything, but Street Fighter was primarily the one that was put into these. But anyways, so that's the game of the day. We did Mortal Kombat 2. I wanted to do another beat 'em up, and Street Fighter 2 is another one that's kind of popular as far as wanted games that people play. Mortal Kombat. I always hear Mortal Kombat 2. I hear Street Fighter 2, and every now and then I'll hear Tekken. Tekken's another one, and I do have Tekken, so maybe we can kind of cover that also. So I don't know. So that's game of the day. 3 Koam Z Back. Pretty generic cab, but definitely very useful. Has a lot of fun games to play on there. All right, I will check y'all later and see y'all tomorrow, hopefully for the game of the day tomorrow. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.